Now for the top story night reaction. Joining us from Washington, Clifford May, president of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. You know what? I'm going to be ripped up. I'm anti-Muslim. I'm an anti-Muslim guy. CARE, the whole crew. On the left, they're going to come after me. Fine, come. Because the Muslim world has got to solve this problem. And they're not. They're not solving it. They're not helping us. You know, countries like Jordan and Saudi Arabia, they share intel once in a while. But you hear no outcry from the billion Muslims in the world about this. They don't rise up and chase these guys out of town, or am I wrong?
No, you're basically right. Actually, a place like Jordan, you will hear plenty of anger at the jihadists from the king, and I was there just a few months ago. But the richest countries in the Muslim world, Saudi Arabia, Iran, they have encouraged terrorism, and in many cases, they have and are funding terrorism. So you have this concept of what I call jihadism. It's an ancient doctrine, and it says that the Dar al-Islam, the world of the Muslims, must defeat the Dar al-Harb, the world of the infidels, and of the Muslims who do not subscribe to this particular reading of history. And I can show you quotes from Osama bin Laden and from Ayatollah Khomeini, among others, that say exactly what you said, Bill, that it is the obligation of Muslims to attack and kill infidels, Christians, Jews, Hindus, and Muslims who they consider apostates. In other words, they've turned their back on the cause of
peaceful
fighting
Muslims,
jihad.
Yeah, Muslims who don't want to do this. Now, what percentage of Muslims do you believe either participate in or support, tacitly support, the jihad?
We don't know exactly, but I would say a fair estimate based on polls that we have might be 10%, which is not a huge percentage. On the other hand, if you have as many as 1.5 billion Muslims in the world, you're talking about a very large veritable army.
Now, some people will say, listen, O'Reilly, it's not all about religion. It's about the United States inserting itself into Muslim countries, supporting Israel, and it's a political thing. I think it's just a religious thing. I mean, these poor people in Kenya, I mean, they didn't do anything. Walking around shopping, and all of a sudden, bang, they're dead. And they asked, according to eyewitness reports, the killers, the jihadists asked, are you Muslim? If you're Muslim, we're not going to kill you. Everybody else dies.
Yeah, the people we're talking about don't distinguish between religion and politics. It's all one and the same. They have an ideology that is also a theology, and it is a very bellicose ideology. And as you say, it is focused on this war against the infidels. Now, are there grievances? Of course there are. But that doesn't mean that if the grievances can be addressed, then it would all go away.
Yeah, you
They're
don't
not
blow
looking
up
for
children
compromise.
because you have a beef. Finally, President Obama's philosophy has been reach out to the Muslim world. His famous speech in Cairo, he doesn't even say the war on terror, it's winding down, all of this. Is he totally unrealistic in your opinion, or is his strategy have any credibility?
It's unrealistic. When you're talking about an Osama bin Laden, an Ayman al-Zawahiri, his successor, when you're talking, I'm afraid, about a supreme leader, Ali Khamenei in Iran, you can reach out all you want. They see that as weakness. They do not want to compromise with you. They do not want peaceful existence with you. They want to defeat and destroy you. And until you understand that, you can't possibly have a policy or a strategy that's adequate to the threat.
All right, Mr. May, we're going to continue our discussion on what we can do to fight this Islamic jihad in the days and weeks to come.